Deep in the heart of the whispering woods, magic lived. The trees stood tall and strong. Their leaves whispered secrets in the breeze. Sunbeams danced on the forest floor. This was a place of wonder, but hidden. From human eyes, a secret world thrived. Tiny houses nestled in tree roots stood unseen. Little paths woven from moonlight and moss wound through the undergrowth. This was the world of the little people. They were as small as your thumb, with skin like oak bark and hair like moss. The little people lived in harmony with nature. They cared for the forest, and the forest cared for them. Life was simple, filled with the joys of nature. Yet, despite their size, the little people had hearts as big as the moon. They felt emotions deeply, their laughter echoing through the trees, their tears sparkling like dewdrops on leaves. Eldora, a little woman with eyes like forget-me-nots, hummed as she tended her herb garden. The scent of chamomile and lavender filled the air. Her son Finn, with his mischievous grin and eyes that sparkled like dewdrops, chased a mischievous butterfly. Life was good. The forest provided everything they needed. Berries and nuts were their feast. Flower petals made their beds soft. They lived in harmony with the animals, the birds, their messengers, the squirrels, their playful companions. But the little people knew the moods they felt, the changes in the air, the whispers of the wind, the warmth of the sun. And as the days grew shorter, a shadow of worry began to fall over their hearts. The little people spoke the language of the forest. They understood the rustling leaves, the babbling brook, the hoot of an owl. The forest spoke to them, sharing its secrets, its joys, and its sorrows. Lately, the forest had been whispering of change. The air grew crisp. The leaves started to turn vibrant. Shades of red, orange, and gold. The once warm breeze now carried a chill. The little people knew what it meant. Summer was ending. Autumn was approaching, and with it, the long, cold winter. Finn loved the colors of autumn. He loved to toss fallen leaves in the air and watch them twirl and dance. He loved the crunch of leaves beneath his feet. But even Finn felt the change in the air. The laughter of the forest seemed quieter. The animals were busy preparing for winter. The sun, their source of warmth and light, wasn't as strong. A shiver ran down Finn's spine. Despite the thick wool tunic his mother had knitted for him, the whispers of the forest are troubled. Winter is coming harsher than ever before. The sun's magic is fading. Inside their cozy tree trunk home, lit by the warm glow of fireflies captured in a dewdrop, Eldora and the other little people gathered, worry lining their faces. Fear gripped their hearts as they relied on the sun's warmth. Without it, their crops wouldn't grow, the forest wouldn't thrive, and they would be plunged into darkness. And cold days turned colder. The sun, a pale ghost of its former self, barely peeked through the clouds. The forest floor, once vibrant with life, was now covered in a carpet of crisp, brown leaves. The little people shivered in the biting wind. Their food stores dwindled. The once lively forest felt eerily quiet, the silence is broken only by the howling wind. Huddled around the fading firefly lamp, I listened to the elders tell stories of past winters. They spoke of ice and snow, of bitter winds and frozen waterfalls. I closed my eyes, trying to imagine the forest cloaked in white. The trees bare, the streams frozen solid. I longed for the warmth of the sun on my face, the feel of soft grass beneath my feet, the vibrant greens of summer. One evening, while fetching firewood, I noticed something peculiar. A tiny blue flower bloomed beneath a snow-covered bush. It pulsed with a faint, magical light. I carefully dug it up, the soil surprisingly warm beneath my fingers. I raced back to Eldora, my heart pounding with hope. "Look, Mother!" I exclaimed, presenting the flower. "It's a sun's park bloom. I found it near the Whispering Falls. The legends, they're true," she whispered. "The sun's park blooms. A flower said to hold a spark of the sun. Magic was believed to have the power to awaken the forest. There was an ancient ritual passed down through generations that could potentially rekindle the sun's warmth. It required the sun's spark bloom and a united act of love and hope from all the little people. As the little people prepared for the ritual, a fierce storm raged outside. The wind howled, shaking their homes. Snow fell thick and fast, blanketing the forest in white. Fear threatened to consume them, but they clung to the hope offered by the sun's spark bloom, its gentle light a beacon in the darkness. And here we will wait together until next summer, hoping that the big people take more care of the environment so that we survive one more winter.